Ready to get this show on the road.
The catchphrase of all catchphrases. We're gonna keep this thing rolling here. Leo, what do we have next?
Well, next on the agenda, we have the NFL awards, that was given out on Saturday, even though it was strange because it was given out before the awards ceremony, which was different. So for those of y'all, quote unquote, older people who's not in tune with social media, you probably got a ruin for you, or you need to get social media or something, because this is a new day and era, because a lot of people found out. They was already making their speeches before I seen Stephon Gilmore made a video saying, thank you, before the award ceremony even started, dressing his suit and all that. That was very strange that they announced it before the award ceremony. It literally defeated the purpose of watching it. I didn't watch it after that because I already knew. But yeah, let's go to it. Who won these awards? Let's talk about it.
All right, Lil, I think, the most no-brainer award here that we're going to talk about, probably briefly, because it's a no-brainer hands down, was the MVP. You knew Lamar Action Jackson was getting it. The man deserved it. The type of season he had, Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson were close.
Yeah, they were close. I think Russell Wilson was a little bit more closer.
Yeah, but Lamar, he just never stopped, man.
He had 3,127 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, only to account for also 1,206 yards rushing the football.
Yeah.
It's hard to not give that person with these amount of stats MVP. You know what I'm saying? And, Russell Wilson, like I said, he had himself a good season. To me, he's another guy that's the definition of MVP. He is the Seahawks offense entire team. But Lamar Jackson, he deserved it, man. He shook up the league. And, a lot of people was talking about the Chiefs dynasty. But listen, man, don't forget about Lamar Jackson. I know it's easy to forget about Lamar Jackson. But the Ravens are definitely going to have something to say about a dynasty in place, because they're going to be dangerous as well. Because guess what? Lamar Jackson can only get better from here.
Exactly. And, for him, second year in the league, to make it to that pedestal with that team, he really took the reins on that offense, Leo. Would obviously help with a great cast around him. He definitely took matters into his own hands and led that Ravens team. So I agree with you. They're going to give the Chiefs a run for their money next year.
Definitely. Him and Deshaun Watson. If Deshaun Watson can get a daggone offensive line and a coach that doesn't panic in big situations,
Harbaugh,
then, you know what I'm saying, then they could do something. But speaking of Harbaugh, John Harbaugh won Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
And I didn't really agree with that. I would have went Mike Tomlin, me personally, being down to your third-string quarterback and just losing the killer threes. The killer threes or whatever.
For me, I could have went with Mike Vrabel with the Titans.
That could have been.
He did with them.
I would have put him over John. I would have put Kyle Shanahan. Even though he choked in the Super Bowl outside of the Super Bowl.
Regular season, man.
Regular season, they're good. Yeah, I was surprised with John Harbaugh.
Vrabel were great.
Even though John Harbaugh really did a good job, I was surprised with that. I would have remembered like 2-3 other guys before I would have went with Harbaugh.
With that. But what about your boy Stephon Gilmore winning Defensive Player of the Year?
I love it.
He balled out.
Best cornerback in the league.
He had a great
I remember
season.
I told you and Robin, and I know it was a debate in the chat, but to me, he signified himself as the best cornerback in the league, becoming the first quarterback to win the award since Charles Woodson in 2009. The brother, he's Gilmore's Island. He's Gilmore's Island. You'd think for 1 second he would be sleeping like Richard Sherman in the Super Bowl if the Patriots were there. No, he would not.
Pretty much to close out the show, I'll just run through real quick a couple notable names from the NFL 2020 Hall of Fame class. Biggest guy here that catches my eye, because we actually got to see him play, is safety Troy Polamalu in his first year of eligibility. This man will put on the gold jacket.
I call him head and shoulders.
The things that Polamalu did, two-time Super Bowl champ and one of the greatest, tackling safeties off the line of scrimmage. Guy who did acrobatic things, picking off the football.
Jumping over, trying to block field goals and just hopping over and just, he was just a force. You felt his presence. And the Steelers got somebody like that, and similar Micah Fitzpatrick on the way as well.
And another guy here in the class, another great, outstanding safety, finally got in after his 16th year of eligibility, Another guy that you felt his presence, and that's Steve Atwater with the Broncos, 8-time Pro Bowler. Hell of a hard hitter. Helped the Broncos to win 2 Super Bowl titles, 97, 98. I mean, another great guy. You know, he's had a card in Madden Ultimate Team past few years, so people that play that, I know they die to get that card. But he's finally in the Hall. You had one of the men that, without him, would not be the greatest show on turf back in the late 90s. Wide receiver for the Rams, Isaac Bruce, 5th most receiving yards in league history. Like I said, a part of the greatest show on turf with Warner. Snagged the game-winning touchdown, 73-yard catch in the 99 Super Bowl. I mean, another great player. And then the last 3 here, I'll just wrap it up.
Edgerrin James.
Edgerrin James,
running back
man.
from the Cardinals. This guy was a beast.
And the Colts.
Yes, sir.
Won
definitely.
a 2-time rushing champion, 10,000 yards for scrimmage, Colts all-time leading rusher. Hell of a running back. And then the final guy here was Steve Hutchinson. Played for 3 teams, Tennessee, Seattle, and Minnesota. A big guard, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5 All-Pro teams. Really helped to pave the way for Adrian Peterson when he was with the Vikings. And also before that with running back Sean Alexander in 05 in his MVP season. So he definitely was a presence on that offensive line. The list goes on. But I mean, star-studded cast for this Hall of Fame. And I'm looking forward to some of these speeches.
Yes, sir. Some of these long-hour speeches, man.